Okay, so today we have a very lovely model here that we're using to do a special hairdo on. It's actually like a braid that looks like it's going in a circle with almost like a bun on top. And I've seen pictures of it on the internet and kind of dissected it and figured out how I think it's done. So this is just a little how-to. We're going to start in the crown area, and a circle about as big around as your hand goes, maybe just a touch smaller. I'll make it just a little bit smaller here. And you're going to want to make this right on the very crown of the head. A little bit higher than what a ponytail would go, probably. And you want to make it nice and tight. This part's not going to show. It doesn't have to be real perfect. Our model has really nice, thick, straight hair, so it works really good. What I like to do, especially if your rubber band doesn't match or isn't somewhere near the color of the hair that you're working on, is just take a little piece and just go around. Just go around several times and cover up that rubber band. Okay, so we have our first ponytail, and then what I like to do is you want to clip this up out of the way, but you want to do it kind of neatly, because by the time you're ready to braid this part, you need to be able to loosen it with one hand. So I just kind of loop it around. These clips work really good, or some kind of pinchy clip that you can undo with one hand. And then we're going to make another circle, only about an inch away from our first circle. So about an inch from here to here. And you do the same thing. Okay. Again, we're just going to clip it out of our way. Start just a little bit above her ear with a braid. Okay, so do your first little beginning of the braid. And then we want this braid to kind of lay either really close or right on top of this part, so that when we're done with the finished product, that part isn't real obvious. So we're just going to pick a piece up. Oops. Right. So the only time you're going to add hair to it is when you're out here by the forehead. You're going to pick up a little section of hair and incorporate it into your braid. And again, staying by that part. What makes it look really pretty when it's finished is that you see this nice straight line, and the braid is up here by the part. So we're just going to keep doing this around to the other ear, and then all the way around until we get up to here. We're up to the part by her right ear. So we're about halfway around so far. Doing the same thing, just braiding, but every time this outer piece on your right, in your right hand, crosses over, you're going to add a little section of hair, just like a regular French braid, but you're only picking up on that one side. And then your model needs to be cooperative and be able to move her head around a little bit to make it easier for you to reach. Okay, so we're getting up to the area where we started the braid. You want to keep this. It has a tendency to get kind of puffy looking by the ear. That's why I'm starting here this time, to see if I can kind of alleviate that. You're just going to continue on until you pick up the last of this hair. if they have layers in their hair, you do get like little pieces kind of trying to stick out. You can always go back with a bobby pin later and secure those in. What we're going to do now is we're going to let down our ponytails. You want to part it right about where you've stopped. So what's going to happen is now this outer ponytail is going to take the place of the hair that we were just picking up. And now this time as we braid, we're going to pick up from the left and the right each time. So we're just going to make our part about in the same place and just sort of transition over. And I'm going to take a piece from the center ponytail. And then I'm going to pick a piece up from here. So from the outer ponytail right now, switch it over in a little piece. And keep in mind that you're going to have enough hair to make it around this circle. So you don't want to take too much hair with each section, each time you pick up. The outer circle I'm picking up probably about the size of a 1/2 inch. The inner circle, I'm just taking a little pinch. Okay, so you can start to see how it's coming together now, where the two braids are feeding into it. Or the two sections of hair, I should say. Every once in a while you'll get a little section that needs to be smoothed. Also, I started out using a product just to kind of give the hair a little bit of slip, but also, and some shine, but also to kind of calm down those ends, just so you're not getting dry ends in there. I like the Sukesha products. I have them right behind me. My very favorite is the Sukesha Maximum Hold Hairspray. It's an aerosol. It's very popular. It's light. It's light enough you can brush through it. If you need more hold, you just add another layer of it, but it also holds really, really well. I have a lot of clients that really love it. So we're just going to keep on going around. You don't want to make it too tight because you want a little bit of a bump here. I've also found that each time I do this, it gets a little easier and I get a little bit faster. We're just going to keep working this hair in bit by bit, following the natural curve of the head. Okay, so we're doing really good on the hair in the center. I even kind of sometimes fan it out just so you get an idea of where you are hair-wise. I've never had it where I've run out of hair before I was done, but I'm always really careful to kind of gauge it. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of hairspray right now. You don't have to do this, but I kind of just try to tuck those little fuzzies in right now. It would be best when you do this if the hair is straight. If it's someone with naturally wavy or curly hair, you'd want to smooth it out first. Okay, so we're almost finished here. We'll make this is going to be the last one. So we're at the very end here, and I ran out of hair from each of my circles, so now I'm just gonna finish out the braid. By now you've got a ton of little hairs trying to wing out. That doesn't really matter. You're not going to see this piece. We just want to secure it up. Okay, grab my end, my tie. With the dark hair, I just use any colored dark tie. If she's a blonde, you're going to want to use something lighter. Redhead, you can use a reddish color or brown. Now I take the tail. I'm going to tuck it in here just to give this some support. Wrap it around. Tail comb comes in really handy. And then just use bobby pins, and we're just going to secure everything in place. Around here. There's a good picture. And just slide some bobby pins in there. And then I like to use the tail comb and just go back and kind of secure everything. My handy Sukesha hairspray. And then I just take a few bobby pins and I go in, and if I see something kind of sticking up that I don't like, I just secure it down. Also, I put a few in here because you do want to keep that loose look, but you don't want this to be flopping as she's walking. You want to go in and just slide some bobby pins in there. They're virtually disguised. You really don't even see them, especially if the braid and the bobby pin are very close in color. Just go in. Slide a few bobby pins in. It would look really cute with some flowers added. Any kind of hair jewelry would look really nice. It looks really pretty when they have highlights because the braid will actually be a lighter color laying on top of the hair. My model is young, so we haven't done anything like that yet, but even on the women it looks really pretty. I would probably put some flowers or some hair jewelry in here. And there she is. There's a little shot of the back. And she's all ready for her special occasion.